up, everyone? It is your girl Gel Beauty 87 here, aka Grace, and today we're gonna get into the Colourpop X Muppets collection. So I only ended up buying the palette. I was looking at the Super Shock shadows, but I still have the ones from the Peeps collection, and I felt like some of the shades in there were similar to these, so I was like, I don't necessarily need to get that. Matter of fact, I don't want some Peeps collection, because it's like I kind of want to swatch those and see what similarities I have. What did I do with that bag? I had a bag with just those in it. Anyway, we'll get to that in a minute, because I need to actually find it first. But here's what the palette looks like. I had a $10 off coupon at Ulta, because if you all remember, and I'm sure you do because I just did the giveaway, my birthday is in November. I am a Scorpio, so I ended up getting this palette for 10 bucks off, so I was like, I can still get in a decent time to still review it now because I only paid 16 bucks for it. So here's what she looks like on the inside. So there's 20 shades in this palette, and I only paid 16 bucks, so I paid less than $1 per shade for each one due to my discount for my birthday, which I was excited about because I was looking at this palette, and then when they did the 30% off sale, it wasn't included, and I was like, oh no, so we won't be getting it apparently. But turns out we did. So here's what she looks like on the inside. I like the color story of it, okay. Of course, y'all know I'm not feeling the fact that it's a couple of sequin shades in here. Like the red is a sequin and this is a sequin, but I feel like it has a role for each like character when you think about it. I feel like Gonzo and Teddy's role are together. Then Miss Piggy, of course, got her own role. Kermit, of course, got his own role. And then Animal got his own role. So that's the color story I'm feeling and the colors I'm getting from this palette and how they curated it in that regard. But I think it looks nice. I'm editing the video right now, so don't be surprised if you hear me start randomly talking in the background while I'm talking now, because I'm trying to edit the Lisa Eldridge video. That's actually what's on my eyes right now. I got 2 of the palettes, so there's 1 and 2. Y'all know I had to get the Sorcerer, so y'all know which eye that one is. And I got the Myth, which is the purple one. Of course, I had to get that one too. Random side note. But you'll hear my thoughts about that actually today while I'm filming this video. I think y'all hear my thoughts about this Sunday, and then I got some why you don't need videos coming up on palettes that just launched on Black Friday as well. So I got a whole bunch of new content coming, and then I came up with a couple new series too. So we got some exciting stuff going on. I'm waiting for my haul of all my makeup to show up so I can do the December giveaway in that video. So we're gonna have to wait a couple of weeks, and you might get the stuff closer to like the end of December, but it's coming, so just give me a minute. But I want to do like a mystery box like I did last year, and then just a regular box of stuff that I'm gonna show you. So stay tuned. Anyway, back to this palette, because you know that's what we're supposed to be focused on. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with this, because I kind of just want to do a look for the bottom row. I think that'll be really cool, but at the same time, y'all know me, and it's like there's a whole bunch of fun colors in here, and I feel like I need to like use them all. So I was thinking about maybe doing 2 looks. I don't know though. I don't want to push myself, because I have like, I think like 2 or 3 other palettes I need to use today, and then I got a ranking video of ranking a certain style of palette that I want to do as well, that's been sitting here for 2 weeks that I haven't got done. So I'm thinking we just gonna have to go with 1 look, girl. I'm sorry. Like, if you want more than 1, I'll probably use it again on my Instagram. I mean, on an Instagram picture. And if y'all really like the look, then I'll, you know, make a YouTube video about it. But I think we just gonna stick with 1 look. Unless I'm really, really feeling the formula of this palette, then I might go for 2. But let me zoom you on in real quick. This retails for 26 bucks. If you were curious, I just said $10 coupon, so of course 26, and the $10 off made it 16 for me. But we'll see if she was worth the 16 bucks. I did get the, what is it, the Enchanted one as well. I bought that one from Ulta because, if y'all know, it sold out on Colourpop's website before the sale even came. And it was a purple palette, so I had to get my grubby little hands on it. So let me, so here it is right here, the Enchanted palette. It's just another purple palette. I mean, like, we know I got plenty of purple palettes. And, you know, I didn't need this purple palette, but I could get it for like 10 bucks. So did I get it for 10? I got it for $11, excuse me, because it's $14 and they have the $3.50 off coupon. So I got it. Here's what she looks like. I feel like it looks really similar to another palette that they just had, of course, so at Christmas time last year. Let me see. Not last year, a couple of years ago. It's called Sweet Nothings. It came out a while ago. Where is it? I know I still have it because I decided to keep it to use for singles to remake palettes. Yeah, it looks like this one. Or is it just me? I feel like this is more muted version of it. And this one gives me more of, what do you call it? Flight Club vibes. And this one gives me more like, you know, neutral pastel-y vibes. Sorry if you can hear the person pulling in their trash can, but it was trash day here. I didn't know it was trash day. Sometimes they do on Friday, sometimes they do on Saturday, and since I don't live here, I don't know what it is. So they haven't put up my grandmother's trash in like almost a month. Well, my trash, obviously. Y'all know Granny's no longer with us. But, you know. But I like this one too. I want to do a look with this, but obviously I've waited too long to get the palette, so it would make no sense to give y'all a video on it. Y'all don't care about a video on this, but I do want to do a video ranking on my Colourpop palette, so I'm gonna have to try this from before then. And I am going to include in that ranking my Colourpop, what do you call them? The Colourpop palettes I've recreated. But let me finally go off camera, get my life in order, girl, and then I'll come back and we'll figure out what I'm gonna do with this eye, because I have no idea. But yeah, we gonna do something, girl. I don't know. So I tried to give y'all a not so traditional Christmas look, if y'all can't tell, because I didn't use any Christmassy color besides green. I tried to stick with the theme of, like, you know, the Muppets with the pink and green as far as Kermit and Miss Piggy. So the reason I didn't buy the Super Shocks is because I have these two Super Shocks from the Peeps collection, and the Peeps collection is actually on sale right now, so it'll be cheaper than getting the ones that came with the set. Now the colors aren't exact. Obviously the green is lighter in that one, and so is the pink, because Miss Piggy and Kermit are lighter. But I had these similar shades, so I was like, I didn't worry about that. I actually used this pink on the lid, so the pink you see on my lid is this shade right here. So here's some of the shades. I just swatched them out. Here's the pink that's on my lid in the front, and then there's the green from Kermit in the back. I was thinking about putting that in my inner corner, so we'll see at the end how I feel about it. But this is the shade I have on the back of my eye. This is the shade I have toward the very front of my eye. And these were just some of the other shades. So I swatched the red. I swatched the green. They seem like they putting glittery obsessed shades and pressing them into the palettes now, because these don't seem like typical Super Shock shadow shades. So that's what this one is, as well as another one. I'm not necessarily happy about that, because, you know, I wanted Super Shock shadows, or like actual shimmers, not pressed glitters in my palette. So I'm not necessarily feeling that, but, you know, whatever. Just, you know, deal with it and move on, girl. But I thought this was like a funny, unique look for me, because I feel like I'd have never paired like blue with pink and green. So I figured that'd be fun to try out. But I actually like the way it turned out, but y'all can let me know down below how you feel about it. So y'all, I've been Black Friday shopping like crazy. I found 2 computers for the price of one on HSN. Actually, my cousin found it for me when I went to Wisconsin for Thanksgiving. I was telling her I need to get a new computer, because like mine is finally dying, but I've had it for like the entire time I've been on YouTube. So I've had like that laptop, I'm sorry, a good majority of the time I've been on YouTube. Been on YouTube for I think like 4 years now, and I've had the computer for like 3. And I think somebody else had it like a year before I bought it from them. So I'm like, it's about time to let her go and, you know, just free myself. So the shades I used the pink one, of course. So this pink matte right here. I use this green right here in the inner corner in the front. We use these 2 shades right here. And then I use Celebrate Moi in the front of the eye. And y'all saw the Super Shock shadow. I used the pink one. So I'm going to start off with this Hot Holidays pink shade. And I just started tapping it like up here in the crease. So I'm trying to get all my Christmas palettes together to rank, but it's like I keep having to wait for Christmas palettes to show up. Like the one from Unearthly Cosmetics hasn't shown up yet. I just got the ones from, what do you call that brand? Vizier show up at my house today, so I'm gonna have to come back tonight and film those. Then I got what else do I have? Then I just got some other stuff coming in, like I got the Strawberry Shortcake palette coming from Glam Light. And I'm actually going to do a video on why you don't need that palette coming this week. I'm also going to do a video on why you don't need to Give Me Glow Haunted, with the Haunted Pumpkin palette. Because it's like, it's just them bringing back the Papa Blue palette. That's all they did with that palette. So it's like, y'all pull out the old Papa Blue palettes you have and use that. Don't be buying this, because it's unnecessary. It's unnecessary expense that you don't need. But we're going to do a video showing the Papa Blue palette that I chose for my collection of why I don't need it. Where's the brush I used? Oh, so then I took the green shade, which is Bean Green. I'm going to just take that and just pat it right here toward the front of the eye. I just like having a weird little pink peep of green. Yeah. I think it's funny because it shows like the difference in size of the characters too. So I actually put some thought into that. So that's why I made the green so small, because of the other Miss Piggy as a pig, so she's gonna be much bigger than a frog. So I thought it was funny to have like the green just a little pop in the inner corner, but Miss Piggy take over like the majority of the eye because, you know, a pig is bigger than a frog. Did I think too much into the job? Probably. But you know, whatever, it's fine. It brings up a little bit higher because I feel like it's a little high on that end, and we want to make them look as even as possible, so that's why we came back to this eye and added some more. Okay, looks good. So I just noticed that Gonzo isn't on the cover with everyone else. It's Animal and some other people. So I'm like, why did they put Gonzo on the cover? I don't understand. Next, I'm going to take Winter Mean. Yeah, it looks like it says Winter Mean. And just start tapping it. So I tapped this on first to build up the color, and then I blended it out and started doing my shape. So I tried to do the shape a little bit when I first like pressed it in, just so I can get shape going, and then like now I'm gonna start blending out and doing like my winged out shape, if you will. So there we go. And I usually try to take it to like the brow bone, if you all remember when I go to my cut crease shades. I mean not cut crease, but like when I go to one y'all shades, I usually try to do it right underneath the brow bone and then stop. So we're gonna stop right about here. It's getting about the time of day where I get that weird shadow of light over my face, unfortunately. So I'm like, if it starts doing it soon, my apologies. Where I have to sit to film, I don't control of that. Blinds are, you know, not doing much to help and save the situation, so I'm just like, I do what I gotta do. Now we're gonna go into the shade above it called Stunt Santa. Sorry, Stunt Santa. That's just the shimmery blue purple shade, and so I just started putting that right here on the lid. So let's just drag it up here and do it to about right there. And I feel like this side blended out easier than this one when it came to like it looking more blended, at least with the blue. I tapped into the blue a little more just because I don't want the harsh lines of the shimmer on that outer part. I want it to look like it blends in seamlessly with the matte, so I'll just go back in and do this. So that's what we're working with. Take the clean brush again and dust underneath it just so it can look as sharp as possible, because since I already have my makeup on, obviously I'm not going to like try to conceal and fix that. Let me see. Next, I took the Miss Piggy shade, not the Miss Piggy shade, I took the pink shade from the Peeps palette and dipped into it. So I originally sprayed it. Now I'm like, I don't know if I want to spray it though, because last time I sprayed it, like, I guess I sprayed it too close and it made it patchy on my eyes. So I'm gonna just try to pat it on and see if I can get a better look with that this go round. Only thing is I feel like it's not as pigmented, but I went in with my finger on top of it after I did the second spray and it left a patch on my eye. So I'm hoping doing it that way will work. We'll see, but yeah, see how nice that looks on there? Go back in again and pat some more on top. I'm just trying to make sure I get the pigmentation up to a decent amount on the lid, and then I take the last shade, excuse me, which I feel like I said, it feels like they're trying to put glittery obsessed shades in palettes now, since people complained about pressed glitters. But it's like, if you complain about pressed glitters, why would you think we'd want glittery obsessed shades in the palette? We've already complained. That tells you we don't want either of it. But it's like, I guess they feel like you complain, but you keep buying it, so that means that we can just do whatever we want, because you're not enforcing it by not buying it. Although I feel like people aren't buying from them as much, so I feel like that should tell them maybe they should like stop and start like listening to what we ask for. But you know, the money, I'm assuming, hasn't been truly affected enough to the point where they feel like they need to actually not put them in there like yes. So I'm taking a little bit of blue just to put on the very edge of the pink to give it more of a blended effect. Okay, yeah, that's looking good. Now we're gonna go in with the shade called Celebrate Moi, which I feel like is supposed to be like a pressed glitter as well. Don't quote me though, because it could just be a super shock shadow, but it just seems like to me it's just giving pressed glitter vibes. But I thought the shift of it was really nice, and I wanted some green-esque type shade going in the inner corner with the matte green. And I didn't want to try to have to fuss with the super shock shadow again, because I already did one on the lid and I felt like it was a whole journey and experience. So I'm like, I want to do that again basically. So that's why I just opted for this shade. So as you saw, it looks pink in the pan, but when you put it on the eye, it gives like this green effect that you see here. Okay, so I think we are gonna put the green super shock shadow in the corner now. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Get my inner corner brush. Doing that little breath to get it calm down, but let's go ahead and pop it in the corner real quick. Give us an extra shimmering effect, because y'all know me, I always let the extra, so that's what we're working with. So let's get to the other side, then we can talk about my thoughts on the palette as a whole and how I feel. Because we know me, I have thoughts. Okay, pop this in the inner corner on this side. I just want to bring out the green a little bit more, so that's why I was like, let me go ahead and put this shimmery green in the inner corner. And so that is the finished look. Let me back one up, and then we can talk about what I think about this palette. I don't need to talk about the super shock shadows because I'm pretty sure I used them in another video a while ago. Let's get to it, girl. Okay, so instead of coming right back, I went and put my eyeliner on, took some look at me, I think I'm sexy pictures. So needless to say, I thought the look was fire. Sorry, I think the look is fire. Now about this palette, I'm not necessarily feeling all the pressed glitterness of it all, because like I said, this one feels like a pressed glitter, this one feels like a pressed glitter, this one feels like a pressed glitter. However, it's not like those old school pressed glitters they had in their palettes. I don't know why I'm saying old school pressed glitters, like I tried them, I don't know. They might be the same, but these weren't as bad as I thought they were gonna be. They just, you know, took me off guard because there's so many of them in here. But you know, I like the palette, I like the quality of the palette. I think I got an excellent eye look out of it, and I'm very impressed with it. I don't like the sequin shades and pressed glitters, but you know, since I didn't have to pay full price for it, I'm not as upset about it. If I had to pay the 26 bucks and then found all these pressed glitters and sequin shades in here, then I'd be mad, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means 5 of the 20 shades in here I wouldn't have liked. And since I paid my full price, but since I paid $10 less, I'm okay with it. I think you like the quality of it. If you like the color story, maybe you should go ahead and give it a try. I would say wait for a sale though, just because Colourpop is always having a sale. And I feel like in about a month or maybe longer, or maybe a little bit longer, it'll be on sale. Because, you know, if it's supposed to be a holiday release and the holiday is over, then, you know, maybe you get a better deal, or maybe you can find it on sale at Ulta or something like that. I don't know. I like the quality of it, and if you want to pay full price for it, I definitely think you'll like it. It's just, keep in mind there's 3, like, what are they, pressed glitters in here, and 2 sequin shades. So if you're like me and not necessarily crazy about that, that's 1/4 of the palette that you need to be considering if you really want to spend 26 bucks on. That's all. But I'm happy with my purchase. I'm glad I have it. But y'all know me, I'm going to switch some of this stuff around, because we know I'm not using this right here. And I kind of want to switch out some of these glitters for something else, but I'm like, I don't know what to switch them out with. So I guess they'll stay for now. The only glitter I would keep is Celebrate Moi. And maybe the green one. I feel like the icy patch at the top just wasn't that great for me to keep it in here. So with these type of pressed glitters, I'm okay with, as opposed to like those huge chunky ones that are just hard to work with. But yeah, so Adriangameover is sick. So I need to bring orange juice home apparently. That's why I paused, because I'm getting all these text messages on my watch. Anyway, I like the palette. That's the bottom line. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.